Hello everybody. This is going to be our math video for today, which is Tuesday, and tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So I'm going to do your Tuesday lesson with you, have you finish it, and then I will explain your Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day math activity that you'll do at home. Okay, so let's start with, so we've been counting tens and doing different things with place value, and today we're going to be working with the tens and ones. So if you have base 10 blocks at home like this, you can use them to do this with me if you want. You'd have to pause me. You might have to pause me sometimes. Okay, so let's look at, I have this card too I wanted to show you. So it shows like the tens go on this side and the ones go on this side. Okay, so I made it on here, so I have tens and ones. Okay, so when we put tens, how many tens did I put over here? 1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 tens. So that's 4 tens. And let's count our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 tens and 5 ones. So now we're going to count. Let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we switch to ones. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 is our number. Okay, so if I wrote that, so on your paper, when you do it, you're going to be able to write the number, how many tens and how many ones. So we said we have 4 tens, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones. Put it together, and it's 45. 45. Okay, let's try another one. If you have your base 10 blocks, put 8 tens and 2 ones. 8 tens and 2 ones. And pause me if you need to. Okay, so I told you the number, so we know we have 8 tens, so I'm going to go ahead and write. I have 8 tens and 2 ones. So my number is 82. Let's count to be sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82. So my number, I don't really have anywhere to put it, 82. All right, this time I'm gonna put something, and then I want you to tell me the number. And I know I can't hear you, but that's okay. All right. So count and tell me what my number would be. 36. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. We have 3 tens and 6 ones. 36. All right, so let's look. At our lesson in your books, it's lesson 7. So it looks like this. If you tear it out, you're going to need to tear out 2. Okay, so we have our tens and our ones. We are going to show, using base 10 blocks, we're going to show 38 in groups of tens and ones. So if you have your base 10 blocks, show me 38 with your blocks. If you don't, you're going to draw them. So 30 would need 3 tens and then 8 ones. Okay, and then if you do have base 10 blocks, now you can move them and just draw it. And then 8 ones. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can just do long rectangles. And so, to write that number, what do we write? 3 and an 8. 3 and an 8 makes 38. 3 and an 8 makes 38. Oh, turn the page or open and flip. Okay, so we can write numbers in different ways. So when we have like 4 tens and 2 ones, 4 tens, 2 ones. So we can write it using these words and numbers. 4 tens, 2 ones. 4 tens, 2 ones. That's one way to write it. And let's trace our 4 and 2 here. 4 tens, 2 ones. And then, or we can write it as a number, 42, and we write 4, 2. 4 is our tens, 2 is our ones, 42. Okay, so down here, you can make these with your base 10 blocks. You don't have to, especially if you don't have them, that's fine. You're just going to count them, okay? So we have how many tens? 3. Right, it's not 30. We don't have 30 tens. We have 3 tens and 1 1. So you write the number there. 3 tens, 1 1 equals 31. Put it together. Okay, do the bottom. This one. Okay, so we have 2 tens, 4 ones, equals 24. And it's showing you the number word. All right, flip it, or turn the page. You are going to do the same thing here. You're going to count your tens and your ones, write how many tens, how many ones, and then write your number. Okay, but let's look at the back, because you're going to do that on your own. Okay, then you're going to read and do this one, and read and do this one, and read and do this one. Okay. And then you're going to send that to your teacher. Okay, also, there's one more thing that goes with today's lesson. We have this, it should have come in from your packet of things from your teacher. Just a little extra work with it. Whoops, I have this on my board too. Open up. Okay. So on this side, and it's March Madness this month, so basketball, if you're into basketball, you might be watching it on TV a lot. All right, so we have this little basketball player. He's probably pretty good because he can jump really high, right? All right, so you are going to count your tens and your ones. You're going to write it, how many tens, how many ones, just kind of like we did on the other. So we have 1 10, because that's a 10, and 3 ones, and that makes 13. Okay. So you count your tens and ones and write your number. Then on the other side's a little bit trickier. It's kind of like our lesson from last week where you have to count and circle groups of 10. Okay? So, see how and I tell my kids in my class to mark as you count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they put a circle around that 10. They did this one for us. So we're going to trace it. Is there another 10 that I can circle? No, there's only 5. Okay, so we don't have enough to do another circle. So we have 1 10, And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. And that makes 15. Okay, let's do this one together. I'm going to count 10. I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See how I can see which ones I marked, so I know where to put my circle. I think there's at least 10 more. We need to see if we can get another circle in there. I'm going to change my color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost all of them. There's one that's not marked. So I'm going to go around those. And I have one left over. So how many circles, how many 10s did we make? 1, 2. 2 10s and one more equals 21. Okay, that's how you do it. You keep counting until you run out of 10s. Keep circling until you run out of 10s. Okay. So this one, I would count them going down. It'll make it easier, this one, because there's 5 in each row. Okay. Circle your 10s and then write how many 10s and how many 1s and what it equals. Okay, so do both of these sides and also send this one to your teacher. This is all for Tuesday. Okay? All right, so that's your Tuesday. Now we're going to talk about Monday. We're going to talk about Wednesday, tomorrow. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. Okay? So it's just a little different. We're just doing a fun little St. Patrick's Day packet. Right? So I'm just going to show you. You don't even need to get yours out. You can wait till tomorrow. You can just look at mine. So this is what's tomorrow for math. And it actually has a little bit of reading things in it too. It's not just math. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Could color him. And then there's a couple fun different little things in here. So the first page, let me get it folded out here. Well, look at this, 10s and 1s. So you count the 10s and 1s and you write the number. That's familiar, isn't it? Okay. Then you have a graph that you're going to do. It says count and color the graph. So like you have to look for the rainbows, the hats, and the 4-leaf clovers. So you count the rainbows and then you color that many. Then you count the hats and color that many and the 4-leaf clovers. Then you write how many total and answer the questions. There's questions on the bottom for you to read and answer about your graph. That's a fun one. Okay, and then, so a couple of these pages we haven't had our math lessons for yet. So this one is greater than, less than, equals to. So here's the greater than, less than symbols and equals. If you don't know how to do those yet, it's okay. You can wait and do this after you do the greater than and less than. And then it's okay. You don't have to send it to your teacher. But we haven't learned it yet. So if you're not sure how to do this page, wait until you learn how to do it. It's coming up in our math chapter. We're just not there yet. But I can kind of show you real quick too. This is fun. I like greater than, less than because it's like an alligator chomping away. So if I have a 6 over here and a 2 over here, I'm going to put a circle between them. Not a 0, just a circle. Which is the greater number? 6 is greater, right? It's more. It's worth more. It's bigger. Alligators always want to eat the big number. So when we do this symbol, see how that looks like a mouth opening up? Alligator wants to eat the big one. The point goes to the little one. Little point points to the little number. So it's 6 is greater than 2. So let's look at another one. So if I have 1 over here and 100 over here, wow. Which one's the greater number? What's the alligator going to want to eat? The 100, yeah. So, and it's to make that symbol, to write it, if you put a little point, I'm going to put it by the 1 because that's going to be the small side. And I'm going to go that way and that way. He's going to eat that because 1 is less than 100. One more. I'll make it a little harder. 12 and 11. Which one's greater? 12 is more, right? 12 is greater. So he wants to eat the 12, so I'm going to put the point by the 11. I'm going to go down that way and go up that way. And then if it doesn't, that doesn't look very good. Okay, so 12 is greater than 11. He wants to eat that big number. Chomp, 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 chomp. All right, so that is how you do greater than less than if you want to give it a shot and try. So 22 is less than 23, so the point would go by the 22. And then you would draw up. I'm looking for something to write that real quick. I'm coming. So I'm going to put the dot by the 22. And then I'm going to go that way and that way. And the alligator will eat the 23. Okay, if the two numbers are the same, you put in equals. Okay. All right, and like I said, you don't have to do that one today. You can wait until you learn greater than less than on our video lesson, okay? All right, this one is counting by 2s, 5s, and 10s. So you just keep filling in the blanks, counting by 2s, 5s, and 10s. And then this one is also something we haven't learned yet, but we are going to learn it Thursday, tomorrow. Well, this is Tuesday, so on Thursday. So you can wait and fill this in after our Thursday lesson. Okay. And then this one we do want you to do. Okay, it's just color by the codes. You're coloring by the word wall words. So if you find the word with, that is red. Color by the code. And a word find for St. Patrick's Day. All right, so this is Wednesday's math. You do not have to do this one if you don't know how yet. And you don't have to do this one if you don't know how yet. You can if someone is helping you and they want to show you how to do it. But we're learning that very soon. So then you can go back and do it, okay? All right, so this was for today's Tuesday math, and that is tomorrow's math. I will do another video on Thursday for Thursday and Friday's math. Okay, so have a great day. Have a good St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, and I will see you Thursday for math. Bye.